and we want to talk about the Mellette House. And this was a house that was built for our first governor prior to the state being a state, and we were Dakota Territory at the time. So it was built right around 1885. And with the restoration and the upkeep of this facility, Jim and Prudy, if you could share why it's important for Watertown and for you.
Well, to me, I love history, and I love to share history, and I think we learn from history. I am amazed by all that we talk about the Mellette family at the house, and things didn't come easily for them. They came here and there was nothing, and they built a town, they built a state, and of course they built the beautiful house that they lived in. And we are just fortunate that we can step back in time and take people through this house and talk about our history and talk about all the things that we have accomplished through the years. And the Mellette House just opens the door for letting us do this for schools, for adults, for everyone.
South Dakota's last territorial governor, and then the first governor of statehood. There's only one of them, and he lived in Watertown. And so we're real proud of that.
What do you think the Mellette House means to Watertown and South Dakota today because of the work that's been done?
Nobody else can have the first governor's house. And people come, we get tourists every year that come, they read about it, they see it on our tourism sites, and they come to Watertown just to see the house, and they are amazed. They've never been in South Dakota, many of them, and it's a draw. It is a real draw to them.
And the state as well. And the other organizations in the state that are deeply involved in historic preservation and in tourism, we're on the list. And so if people come to visit our Redland Center in Watertown, the Redland Center people will say, make sure you go see the Mellette House. And so it's a real treasure here.
And because of the great people of Watertown, you've been able to restore it. And now it truly is a treasure for South Dakota.
It's important that we preserve it because a lot of people say, I haven't been there in a long time, or I'm going to go there. And so I think people have a pretty good awareness of the Mellette House. And, it's important we preserve something like that when we have the opportunity to do that. So I'm thankful for the ladies that formed the first board back in the 1940s to buy the property and set in motion what we have today. And our plan is to continue, so it'll be there for generations in the future.